This video is part 2, which explains how to reverse gray hair. This provides guidance only. Please review the liability waiver. This is a summary, as you can see, of how using iron oxide and making these magnetizers. Basically, you take a coffee can and then place the magnetite iron oxide around the coffee can. Because the powder is very powdery, just cover it to prevent all the dust to fly around. And here it shows you how, by taping it. Now you have 7 units, 1 for each day. You consume, this is Wednesday, you consume a bottle and replace put a new bottle in your container. Now here's how it actually works. So you have your coffee can, you got your bottled water, you place the iron oxide, the magnetite around the water, and here is the red line represents the magnetic field. So the magnetite conducts the magnetic field around the water. You can see in this illustration, it just goes around and very little of the magnetic field goes inside because the magnetite is conducting it. So you have a shielded area where the bottled water is. Here's another representation of that. You can see how the magnetic field goes around the magnetic shield. It's being conducted by the magnetic shield, and you end up with a reduced magnetic field inside where the bottled water is. Now, what are we shielding from? The entire electromagnetic spectrum. As you can see, as the wavelength gets smaller and smaller and the frequency gets higher and higher, eventually you get to the atom level, the nuclear particle level. And these particles are high energy particles. And these high energy particles make it through the magnetite. And these are ionizing energies. So here we have the coffee can, empty coffee can. You have your plastic tube, you place the water, you have the magnetite and the iron oxide inside. And now what happens is the only material coming through are the cosmic rays, which are ionizing. And so basically they generate particles and hydrogen in the water. So when you're drinking this water, it has a little bit more hydrogen in it. And that is the theory as to how this works. To maintain consistency, this is the water analysis of the water consumed in this 6-month period. As you can see, there's no unusual high elements. Foods which are high in tyrosine tend to prevent gray hair, or it tends to minimize the production of gray hair. So as you can see, the vegan type foods tend to be very low in tyrosine. The human hair has a lot of amino acids, so if your diet is low on proteins, expect graying. Copper is another one of those ingredients, elements that the body needs, which prevents gray hair. So here are some of the foods that I try to consume during the 6-month period to provide the right diet to minimize gray hair and also change the rest of some of my body physiology. Here's the chart for my DHEA with the baseline of 17 June 2020. We will compare that to what it is in 1 December 2020. That will complete a 6-month test drinking magnetized water. Please comment and subscribe. Thank you, and thank you for watching.